Here's another really good one. This gentleman Tom asks if how these people like Job and the Old Testament saints receive salvation without the Holy Spirit, and it's just a matter of lack of reading the Word. That question it's just the lack of not being introduced to what God really is. Um, because they all had the Holy Spirit. Every single one of those people were being moved according to the righteousness of God, and they just didn't know who Jesus was yet. That's basically all it is. Is they just didn't. They never seen Jesus. It doesn't mean the Holy Spirit didn't exist and impart people to. You know what I'm saying? Like do the Lord's work. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the only way any human being can work according to the ways of the Most High God is through the Holy Spirit, the one that teaches, the one that shows you the way to salvation. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna let this guy explain this. He does a pretty good job of it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, Pastor John. My name is Tom,
Hi, Tom.
and I've been thinking about this question for a pretty long time. In light of Old Testament saints who walked blamelessly like Job, how are they sanctified since they didn't have the indwelling of the Holy Spirit that New Testament believers enjoy?
Oh, but they did. They did have the indwelling of the Holy Spirit. They wouldn't have been able to be redeemed. They wouldn't have been saved. They wouldn't have been justified. Abraham believed God, and it was counted to him as righteousness. So he was justified by faith in God. That's how Old Testament saints were justified. And that is always the work of the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit gives life. So you don't have the absence of the Holy Spirit in the Old Testament and the presence of the Holy Spirit in the New Testament. In the New Testament, you have the fullness of the Holy Spirit. In other words, there's a greater outpouring of the Holy Spirit in the New Testament. Not as if he was not there in the Old. Nothing would happen in terms of redemption, sanctification, enabling, power, blessing apart from the Spirit of God. And there are indications of that. You know, the psalmist says, "Don't take your spirit from me," because he knows that, that would be a disaster. His whole spiritual life depends on the work of the Holy Spirit. So the Old Testament saints knew the true God. The only thing they didn't know was Christ, who he was, and they were pre-cross, but they were basically chosen by God for salvation, saved by the work of the Spirit, and the ratification of their salvation came when Jesus died on the cross later. So it's only a question of degree. And Jesus said in the upper room, he said, "The Holy Spirit has been with you. He will be in you." So it's the fullness. So what we hear in the New Testament is to be filled with the Spirit. It's the degree to which the Spirit fills us that takes us to another level this side of the cross. Okay? Good.
Hi, my name's Andrew. Thank you.